Okay, I've made it to the surface. There we go. Ah, we're gonna just leave that fallen star. It's fine. So yeah, that is basically the Crimson. No, the Corruption. The Crimson, however, is basically this, but it doesn't have the holes in the ground going straight down. It has one cave, like it has caves on the surface that you can go into and then wind down. But I think that the Crimson is slightly tougher than the Corruption. But I should also probably look at that as well if I can. I'll have to create another world for that, though, so... We'll do some more exploring and then I'll have a look at doing that. Just to show it. Also, we got our Eater of Souls banner. Which is the first banner we've found. We get banners for defeating lots of enemies. Specifically 50 of an enemy. Every 50 gives us a banner. And the banner, if we place it down, gives us a bonus against the enemy that we got it from, so... Which means we've seen a lot of Eater of Souls in this area. They've certainly been spawning a lot, so... Makes sense that that'll be the first banner we'd get, I guess. Ooh, hamburger. Want to pick that up if I can. Major improvements to all stats. But wait, it was 99 cents! 8-minute duration. That's cool. Let's keep going this way though. It does look like there's another cave system here. Never mind, it's the same one. Sometimes you can have different cave systems that don't connect, but these ones do, so... but anyway. And we're out of the corruption already. Pretty good. It's just stormy right now. This one Eater of Souls is following me. It's fine. Whoa, is this a thing? No, it can't be. It is! Oh my goodness, this is a lucky thing. This is like the pyramid, basically. This is a rare find. This is a rare spawn. But we got it. There's a chance you won't have this in your world, at least I don't think so. It just might be like really hard to find. But this is a special blade in this rock here. We get the Terraria. Is this the wrong sword? What? This is not the sword I thought that was supposed to be. I've not seen this before. I was expecting a different sword from that. 17 melee damage though. Very weak knockback. Unleashes a dicing flurry. Oh my goodness, I have not seen this before. That's a shame because I needed the other sword. But I got this. So that's cool. Terraria, okay. We're still probably better off with the Ball of Hurt, though, than this. But this is interesting. If we got that earlier, that would be good, so... I just hoped I can find the other sword that I needed from that spawn. I was so excited, and there's probably going to be not another one since there's already one here. Just gonna have to get lucky. Our inventory is also pretty full, so I should probably be going back at some point soon here. But I've explored so much, which is pretty good. Is that another blueberry bush? Wow. It just keeps happening. Oh, but here's the other biome. Oh, it's storm. I don't want to be in the storm. Ah, but it's right there. We'll come back to it. It's fine. Okay, Everstone block. We probably don't want to build with this. Definitely don't build with this. Just don't. Trust. Trust me, don't build with Everstone block. Not Ebstone or regular stone. Or Crimtane blocks, I think is what it's called in a Crimson world. Since we're actually back at the base, I might actually go make another world. We can actually look at what the Crimson is like. We just have to find it first. But since we've already set ourselves up on this world, we can go exploring pretty safely in another one, so... I don't think our money crosses over with us, but I'm going to still put that into safekeeping here. Specifically, I don't think it crosses over when we use it, put it in our piggy bank, is what I mean. Okay, let's go. World 2. Classic Crimson Large. And this is what the bar looks like on a Crimson world. You can wear buckets on your head? Okay. There's little tips here in the loading screen. One other interesting note, if I remember correctly, is that the moon is actually different on different worlds, which is interesting. And even like the forest background changes depending on what world you're in, because I think the trees can be different types. Okay, we're here, and the trees look very different. Let's go exploring. Just gonna hit the trees as I go past to see if we get anything out of them. Anything interesting, that is. In this world, it's got lead ore rather than iron ore. I do believe we can actually still get both in a regular, whatever world we're in. Oh my goodness, pyramid. What is my luck? What is my luck? I never understand my luck. It does not make sense. Let's see if I can make our way down. There's the entrance. Nice. It's nice that bombs can also, like, make a little bit of light around them. Okay, well this is why I made a second world, so let's go see what's down here. Bunch of gold and some silver. Oh, the pot actually had a gold portal in it. That gives us 10 gold for free. Nice. Also, don't think I've mentioned, we can actually place money down, and it works like sand. It just folds. But we can actually, like, use it as a decoration, kinda. We shouldn't, but we can. Might actually grab some of these banners here. They aren't for anything, they're just there for decoration. But since I'm probably not gonna make this world my main, I'm just gonna grab stuff from here. Got a fleeting flying carpet because it's got extra 2% movement speed. But a flying carpet allows the owner to float for a few seconds. So let's equip that quickly. And if we jump and press jump again, yeah, it works like a double jump kind of by pressing the button, but allows us to float around, which is actually really good, especially if we're going up slopes. Kinda, if I can get a good setup for this. We can just like slide up the slope in our flying carpet and then float onwards. But it doesn't last like forever, so you probably don't want to have that equipped all the time, but it is really good early on, so if you find a pyramid early on, pretty good. Forgot we also have the claw. The claw feet thing. The shoe spikes, that's the one. That allows us to cling to walls a little bit. Also, natural cave entrance in the desert? I've never seen something like this. No, I have. It's probably bad in a sandstorm though, but it's cool. We definitely don't want to be down in this desert right now though. But it'll be good for exploring later if I want to come back to this world. Man, the ball and chain items are really good. If used correctly. If you use them, like, I don't know. They can be used wrong and it makes it a lot harder to actually make them useful. Okay, little cave here. Got copper ore in this world rather than tin ore. Interesting. Again, I think we can get both in one world if we do something specific. Found a can of worms, which we can right-click to open. Gives us a random assortment of worm-type bait. But we don't need to worry about that too much. Also, just realized that we found another jungle. Since this is a different world. We also have tungsten ore in this world, as opposed to, I think, silver. So it's like really good reasons to try different worlds out, which I like. Because not everyone's stuff is quite the same. I mean, functionally it should be about the same, but it's cool to have a bit of both, I feel. Danger Sense Potion. I don't think I've actually found one of those on our other world. Allows you to see nearby danger sources. So if we drink that, and I turn up my light, I think. That should have worked. I don't see anything, obviously, in the darkness. But it's supposed to make everything, like, that can hurt us red, so the enemies red if we can't see them. Hello, toucan. That was random. So that could be good while we're, like, mining to make sure we're not going into any kind of traps. Ooh. Hasty guide, because it's hasty, so it's 3% movement speed. I'm gonna stop explaining that now that I've explained that. Just know that if the name is green and it has the bonus underneath, it means that's why it's called that at the beginning of the name. Guide to Plant Fiber Cordage. Allows the collection of vine rope from vines. This is an interesting item. I might just equip that and put something in my... I just need to use the vanity spots to hold on to all these items. But it means we can collect vines as like a rope. As long as it's equipped, that is. So you can see we can actually get this vine here. Vine rope. 3+ range, so it can be placed further away. And can be climbed on. That's pretty cool. We can't just like climb on any kind of vines, but that's still cool that we can collect that now. There's the dangers we can see. Also, you can see that the web is counted as a danger. If you see a lot of web, like a whole room of web, do not touch that early game. Do not. Danger. Bad. Which would be really bad if I mine right down with my elevator right into web. You can probably tell the reasons why that would be bad. You can probably guess that. But it's like you really used to see the beehives here. Or the wasp hives, actually, is what that is. You can knock those down and they'll spawn a wasp-type enemy to fly around and shoot its stinger at you. Or stingers, since it can shoot as much as it wants. So, yeah, be careful of that. It's so much safer exploring at night since we've got so much stuff now. Hey, a hurtful blowpipe. Hurtful being 11% damage. Extra damage. 10% 10 range damage. 4% critical strike chance. Fast speed, weak knockback. And allows the collection of seeds for ammo. So let me grab that. I have no space for anything anymore. The blood moon is rising. We're not even on our main world for this. I would prefer to be on our main world for this. I can't really avoid this though. That's really unlucky for me. But I've probably been getting too lucky. So let me just return to spawn quickly for this. This would make more sense if we were on our main world. But during a blood moon, enemies spawn like crazy. And they've got blood zombies now as well. And we'll see a lot of, like, eye things here. Should really put down some torches so I can actually see some stuff better. You really want torches placed around for when there's a blood moon out. But it's basically a night event that you can't sleep quickly through, I believe. If I'm correct. So you have to actually take it slowly. With a bunch of monsters spawning in. And apologies to anyone that does not like blood. Basically. I've got the gore turned off because I prefer it off anyway. But the enemies are still made of blood, kinda, so... This would be nice to actually have a house, so I can actually get some banners and put them down. So I can get some bonuses against the enemies, but this is fine. A lot of demon eyes as well we're gonna get. Just increase spawn rates for a bunch of everything, basically. Now we just have to make it to morning. We're definitely prepared for this, but... It's... The blood moon is just kind of more annoying than anything else. Especially later in the game when you just like, oh, another one. But early on, it's probably good to prepare as much as you can for them. I might even try building a house while they're attacking me, because we're pretty safe for the most part. As long as we're being smart about it. Also, there's the Groom, which is a special zombie, which drops his outfit when he dies. Or at least the hat. So if I can get the top hat, I can put that on. There we go. I've got a top hat now. Just ignore my armor. Oh, that's huge. I don't remember which enemy drops that, but I think it's the drippers, which are these red eyeball things. That's huge though. It dropped a money trough. Let me see if I can grab that. Also, we got some seeds from cutting grass while having the hurtful blowpipe. We can just use that as ammo to shoot at things, but the blowpipe is like really not that great. We can just shoot at things, but that's about it, so. Take the money trough though. That's really good for us. I like how I'm just like explaining things while I'm getting attacked by monsters constantly. It's really not that bad. at this point. We prepared well enough. We got a second one. But if we use a money trough, it spawns in a little piggy, which is actually our storage. Our special storage piggy. And now we can have that anywhere in the world, as long as we have it in our inventory. So definitely don't put the money trough in your piggy, because then you have to actually access it from your piggy bank, basically, and it won't be very good storage. But now it's going to make exploring this world so much easier, and I don't have to put a chest down to just store stuff. We can just hold a lot more stuff now, which is good. So let me just, like, fill this up with things. I might even use one of my fruits, since I could use a bonus right now. It's all stats for a bit. I've just been holding on to those because I've been wanting to use them against stronger enemies. Or more enemies, which is kind of like this event. There is one other special enemy, a zombie, that should spawn. Also, we got a black lens. Nice. It's just a random drop from Demon Eye, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see if the other rare zombie spawns in. It should be... It should spawn in. Like, it's rare, but it's not that rare. Also, I forgot I could just press B to use up bonuses. Got our 50th zombie already. So we got a zombie banner. One of the zombies also dropped this shackle here. It's a rash one too, 2% melee speed. It basically just gives us 1 extra defense. But it's good to get that so we can just have that extra defense. But it's better to get that like immediately than as far in as we are currently. So if we just like spawned in and a zombie dropped that for us, that'd be like really good, but we really don't need that now. Also, I'm pretty sure that the seed ammo is like worth nothing in a shop, if I remember correctly. Another money trough. That's crazy. I guess it's pretty likely to be dropped during a blood moon. This is a good way to grind lenses though, from the demon eyes. Also, if an NPC dies, like the guide might here, they will respawn, but you also might need to have the prerequisites still for them to spawn. Quite possibly. Like the demolitionist was having bombs, the nurse was having extra health, I believe, or heart crystal. And there's other ones that we haven't seen yet, so I'm gonna hold off on explaining that till we get them. I could even build more houses here and actually get them to spawn in this world, but it's unlikely at this rate. Also, during a blood moon, you're probably gonna need to have stuff blocking your doors so they don't break them. I think... Like, they can... Like, normally they can open the doors, but I think during a blood moon they can actually break doors. So you'd have to actually pick them up and put them back. Which can be annoying. Another zombie banner. Also got a shark tooth necklace, which increases armor penetration by 5. So it can do more damage against enemies. With armor specifically, I guess. It's pretty good, but we don't really need it. Also, we did not get the other rare spawn zombie, so that's fine. Look at this shabble of a house. It's close enough. But now I can also, like, get rid of extra stuff I don't need. And just be fine. And I can pull anything out whenever I need it. Anytime. Which is so good. I still am gonna need more space. But I mean, like, once I have a house, I can just put chests down, probably. And we can switch worlds whenever we need to find storage stuff. I might try the other direction, because the, going west didn't really go well for me, for what I was looking for. Hey! Climbing claws. We'll grab that. It's basically the, shoe spikes, but different, and we can have both of them now. Which means, if I take a second to do other things first. We also found a builder potion, which increases placement speed and range for 45 minutes. But this means, if I quickly mine straight down, for this example, what was that? It's fine. It means I can just cling to the wall. I don't have to worry about using a hook or anything, we just cling to the wall. And we can press down while holding the wall by just like moving into it constantly. That's how I'm doing that, by the way. Just to explain, it's not just happening automatically, I'm actually moving into the wall, it's clinging like that. But I can also hold down at the same time to slide, which can be a good way to just like go down. So yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, there's a switch there. There's a boulder trap. I mean, I can probably just like walk over it and then let it do its thing. It does try to roll towards the player, which is interesting. Also found a teal mushroom here. Used for making dye. Teal dye. I didn't mean to go into a cave and explore a cave, but this is where I am now. There's so much that can happen in Terraria. It's kind of cool. Of course it's storming again. Which means if I find the biome I'm looking for, it's going to be stormy. Or I guess it's not in this... It wouldn't be too bad in the Crimson, so that's fine. I found myself in a hole again. It just seems to happen. Whoa, hey, first time finding one of these though. Just a little minus hut down underground. Usually with cobwebs in it. Also statue, and some minecart rails I'm gonna ride. Grab all this stuff. Tungsten chandelier, piano, statue. There can also be traps in here, so we need to be careful. There's a trap there. If I hold up pressure plate. Yeah, that was to the statue. So I was supposed to spawn in a skeleton, but we got rid of it first. Take this cat sword painting. Scorpion statue. Whatever's in this chest. A hurtful mace. So this would be a ball and chain we could just find naturally, basically. Without having to go to the corruption first. As well as an extractionator, which is good. Placing silt, slush, or fossil piles into I can't speak or read. Into the extractionator, turns them into something more useful. So that's why we want to collect silt, basically. Not that we need it, but it's a thing we can do. Now, before I leave this underground, I need to get rid of something else. Let me check this rail. Hold on, I saw that. There's also this mushroom here that we can grab. Green mushroom. Used to make green dye. Found another hut here. As well as a life crystal, so we'll take that. Should probably check for traps. No traps, cool. We'll just grab everything we can from here. It's very nice just exploring because there's like so much stuff to find. Ooh, Hermes boots. Equipable, where I can run super fast. So we'll grab that for sure. I've also run out of space already for everything. And a flare gun, which shoots flare ammo. Doesn't do any damage, I believe. No, it does do damage. But it mainly is used for creating light. Basically shooting out a glow stick type thing, which will stick to a surface. Let me actually try using this. So, we just get the gun out, shoot it at a surface, and it'll stick a flare in it. Which I think also works underwater as well. Yeah. So that can actually be pretty good, but we really don't need it. Let me grab this painting. Discover. American explosive. Tin chandelier. Eyeball statue. We really don't need these, I just want to grab them because I can. There's also an anvil and a loom here, if we wanted to grab those, but we've already got both of those, so we don't need it. Oop, I'm in the desert. There's the pyramid. I don't want to be in the desert though. Underground. Not right now. Also, there's a boulder trap above the rail there, but it wasn't connected to anything, luckily. There's also this metal here. Platinum. Which is the counterpart to gold. So that makes sense. Man, I would love to collect all this rail, but I should probably not. Oh, there's also a dart trap right there as well. I didn't even see that. It's not connected to the rail, which is good, but there's a pressure plate right there, so... Try and grab this if I can. Man, another one of these already? It's wild. They just found a whole bunch all at once. I'm just gonna not worry about blocks anymore, I think. Especially not since we can make multiple worlds. Hermes boots again. Might be worth grabbing an extra pair. Another dart trap here that I need to be careful of. It's also useful having the grappling hook to grab that as well. It's kind of wild that even with the extra storage pig that I have, I'm still using up all my space. Also, if you have over 100 of a coin here, it doesn't automatically craft it into the thing you might want. But we can craft it into a gold coin here like that. Or we can throw it on the ground and pick up the coins and it'll automatically stack into another coin type. We can also make a flaming mace by combining torches and a mace. So it does fire damage as well. Interesting. You don't need to do that though. Oh. That's connected to that over there, I see. There's also the trap there, connected to that switch there. You just gotta know where the traps are in advance. Also a fairy. Hello fairy. Blue fairy. Usually these spawn in underground to lead you towards an ore. Like a big ore cluster if you're near one. But like we really don't need ore right now. We're kind of good. Or even a chest, I think it can lead you to. I just have so much stuff. Also, hello Pinky again. The pink slime. I have too much stuff in my inventory. It's insane. I should head back to the other world and drop off some stuff. But I also want to finish off here. Also, this is a long rail. Long rail. Another trap there. That just went past. Also, ice biome. Snow biome. Underground. Which can also be a bit dangerous, but not as bad as the desert underground, so... One thing to note about when you're in the snow biome is that the water is cold and will make you slow. It doesn't hurt more than other stuff, but it will make you slow. There's also ice on the surface of the water here. If you land on it too hard, it will break. So you can't just go wherever you want, basically. You need to be a little bit careful still. I do want to explore an ice underground, but now's probably not the time for it. Because there's one item that I want to get from Ice Underground, but I'll probably come back for it later. It's a really nice looking biome though. Maybe I'm biased because it's blue. Nah. Okay, I need to drop some stuff off because I've got too much stuff. I think I'm going to keep the Hermes boots on because that's really useful. Probably not going to use the flare gun, honestly. Like, it's kind of useful, but not really. Can also unload the piggy. We've been getting a lot of stuff recently. I'll use the extractinator at some point, but not right now. I'm just going to put this here, though. It's not for crafting, it's just for converting silk blocks and other similar types into other items, basically. Just some materials and money, basically. I still think I'm going to have a hard time finding the Crimson. But we can take a little bit more of a look at the ice biome, though. The snow biome. Man, I love the rain. And with the music, it's so good. Found a wooden boomerang, which is another type of weapon. We can just, like, throw it and it comes back to us. Does 10 melee damage. Average knockback. Very fast speed, but not very great, I don't think. But whatever your style is. Whatever you want to do. That's the thing about Terraria. You can really do whatever you want. Whatever your playstyle is. Game's probably not for everyone, but it's still really good.